Hello all, Jeff here with a new video. January 26 means it's Australia Day, and that means doing an Australia Day homemade Forzathon. So on Forza Horizon 4, as you can see here, I am using the 2005 Vauxhall Monaro VXR or HSV GTO Coupe as it was sold in Australia. On Forza Motorsport 7, I'll be using the 2014 Ford FPV Limited Position Pursuit Ute Forza Edition. I've shared a tune, it's called A-Class, the description, A-Class. Now let's have a look at the challenges. So on Forza Horizon 4, earn 3 stars of any PR stunt in an Australian car. On Forza Motorsport 7, win a multiplayer race in the A-Class hopper using an Australian car. Now if you can't win a multiplayer race after 10 attempts, try single player. Now what are the Australian cars in the game? So Holden, HDT, HSV, any Ford Falcon or FPV, as well as the Chrysler Valiant Charger, and a few rebadged Holdens such as the Pontiac G8, Chevrolet Supersport, and, as you saw at the top of the show, the Vauxhall Monaro. So we'll start off with Forza 7. So you may notice a gamertag change for myself, so I'm now LSEM Newton, and I've given my guide the Australia driver gear. I don't wear the Australian driver gear, but it's Australia Day, so I thought he may as well wear it. So starting further, 12th out of 13, Brands Hatch Indy we are at. So getting off to a very nice start here. So we go in the Paddock Hill bend, there is smoke all over the place. The Camaro's just going in wide. So, and the Alpha Stradale's on the grass, and all of a sudden the Camaro just plows into that car at Druids. So, you can tell how he's making his decision, just smashing into everyone. Anyway, I get a bit of a pun from the Fast and Furious WRX. Anyway, have a look at this on the left. 3 guys on the grass, so I'm going to grab all those positions, thank you. However, I've been tagged by somebody else. And yeah, all of a sudden I'm in 6th place, so not bad all things considering. But I don't think I'm going to win this thing. But as this skyline is just sim twitched and is smashed into the wall. Anyway, lap 2, I've thought about getting the move done on the NSX. I've got the straight line speed, but the NSX has always been a very good A-Class car. He's got the brakes and the handling. All of a sudden the S2000 gives him a tap. I think it's the Barrett Jackson Cuda behind me as well, so it's all happening here. I'm 4th, the Cuda's giving me a tap. All of a sudden the S2000 has hit into me, and and the Cuda won't just stop rubbing me from behind. But anyway, I'm down to 7th now, unfortunately. So we skip to lap 4. I get a wheel on the grass, but luckily I didn't spin the thing. So here we go, the NSX and the S2000, the 2 Hondas are still at it. As we go on the Graham Hill, the NSX gets a bit slidey. As a result, he has no choice but to just hit the S2000 from side on. But here we go, they're both off. I'm like, I'll just slow down because I know what's going to happen here. Look at that, I had nowhere else to go. And the Alpha Stradale goes in front of me, so I'm in 5th place, but much better than where I started. So plus all that carnage, you feel alright about it, especially if you've made up a heap of positions. But that was where I'd end up, 5th position. The Alpha Stradale would end up getting 3rd, Cuda in 4th place, and myself in 5th. We'll go back to Forza 7 later because we're about to go to Forza Horizon 4. Now with this Monaro, it's in bone stock trim, so in terms of 3 stars, speed traps, no good, speed zones, no good, danger signs, no good. But I did find that a drift zone that I used in the Mitsubishi video I did recently, the Farmstead drift zone, where 50,000 points is 3 stars. But I'm not aiming for just 50,000, I want to improve on my PB. So this was my first attempt at it, trying to get as much speed as possible, 270 k's, and then all of a sudden you have to wrench the handbrake. So of course it means you go in way too hot, as you see there, and I've just lost all my momentum. And I know even if I rewind or stuff like that, it's quite clear I'm not going to get the 50,000 points. So I thought I'd give it another shot, see what happens. You know, the run up nowhere near as big, just starting just before the gravel. So I mean, I can still get a fair bit of speed. You're going to need speed for the initial part of the drift zone, but at least you can just keep your momentum going. And there you go, the first turn, already over 25,000 points. Just need another 25,000 for 3 stars. But as I said, I'm going for a PB here. So, you know, being bone stock, you have to, do a bit of swerving. I don't know how it counts as drifting, but anyway. And there you go, that's going to be a PB for myself. So, happy days from that point of view for the car that's sold in Australia as the HSV GTO Coupe, HSV's version of the Monaro, sold in Britain as the Vauxhall Monaro VXR. So, yeah, good stuff there. So that's the Forza Horizon 4 challenge done. Back to Forza 7. So, I end up getting the Pursuit Ute Forza Edition in the 2nd place, thanks to I think it was a fast clean lap. So yeah, here we go. And the Alfa Stradale, of course, being an OP8 class car, gets a good run and is into 2nd place. The S2000, I don't know why it went so wide, and I actually took the clean line at turn 1, lap 1, and getting away with it, which is another thing. All of a sudden, the Fast and Furious WRX, there he is off the track. I'm guessing trying to ram someone, but apart from that, nothing else happened to me, so I end up finishing 3rd place. I'm almost there for a win. I did lose a spot in that race, but what can you do? But fastest clean lap, perhaps the only clean lap of the race, so that's going to put me on pole for the next race at Spa. So the key is try and hold the lead at La Source and see what happens after that. So, this thing's got some very good straight line speed. However, I've got that Maserati birdcage behind me. Yeah, the S2000 braked a lot later than I did, but, just get the pedal to the metal and run away. So, since this is the first lap, I took it relatively easy down to Eau Rouge and up to Raidillon. As you can see, the S2000 is still fairly close to me, but apart from that, I ran away. However, halfway down to lap 2, the S2000 and the Maserati birdcage were right up behind me, because this section is not good for a ute or pickup truck for the rest of the world. Anyway, I get a bit slidey on that curve, and the S2000 just had nowhere else to go. All of a sudden, the S2000 and the birdcage, they're right up behind me. But all I had to do is just, be nice and smooth out of the corner and just run away. Now, we did have a back marker here. Luckily, unlike last year, he's not a rammer. He's just having a bad time in his Bentley, which is good news for all of us. And I would end up picking up the win. So that is both Australia Day Forzathon challenges done. So yeah, feel free to do them yourself. Get into the Australian spirit, even if you're not Australian. So yeah, there you have it. So if you like the video, smash the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to see more, subscribe and tap the notification icon. Anyway, this is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.